Autumn 2011, Malaysia. I was staying at a big, beautiful hotel. It had a rooftop swimming pool. The air was hot. The breakfast every morning was amazing. Asian food, noodles, vegetables, the whole European thing, 10 different kinds of eggs, donuts. It almost felt like a holiday. But it wasn't. I was there for work. Great job, you might think. And it was a great job. I was a trainer for a worldwide logistics company. And yeah, it paid well. I had nice colleagues. And who wouldn't want to travel the world and get paid for it? But that particular trip was tough. I was working about 16 hours a day. During the day, I was delivering a training session for 12 lovely people, but I was nervous the whole time because I just learned that topic myself in the previous weeks. Maybe you can imagine what it's like to be in front of a group and just sharing something for the first time, and you get all these questions. I didn't know the answers. And the software was having technical problems too. So that meant that during the evening, I was in my hotel room, and I was working behind my laptop, contacting the European expert and finding out all the answers. I was stressed. It was a great job. But somehow I was there in that beautiful location, feeling alone, tired, very nervous, and unhappy, really. My body had been giving me warning signals. I was suffering for weeks already from headaches, and my back was hurting, so I was seeing a physiotherapist for that. I had RSI in my right arm, couldn't use it anymore, so I used the computer with my left hand, and I felt so tired most of the time. I saw those signs. My manager saw them too. She was worried. Francine, are you okay? I take care of myself, exercise, eat healthy, take some time off. But one day when I cycled to work, I got off my bike and something cracked. My back was stuck in this one position. And I walked into the office like 90-year-old grandmother, and everybody said, "Go home, Francine." I had tried to work on it, but I felt stuck in this rat race. I just had kept on running all the time. So there was my back. And one colleague dropped me off at home, and my back had made sure I stopped running. I was there in my bed most of the time. I couldn't move, this hot pack in my back. And I was in this gray, blurry world. Everything seemed slow motion. And I didn't want to do anything anymore. I didn't want to see friends, no television, nothing. Everything collapsed. And I don't really know what happened those next weeks. All I know that even doing the groceries was a big thing. I saw all these colors and products, and I didn't know what to choose. I didn't recognize myself. A few weeks later, the company coach advised me to go back to work. So I did, for 2 hours a day. And we built on this schedule to increase the hours. And I went to 4 hours a day and 6 hours a day. And it was so hard. I was so tired most of the time. So I failed, and we went back to 2 hours and tried to build up. And I failed again. And I tried again. And I tried again. Until I realized, hey, this isn't going to work. And do I even want to go back? Now what? There you are, and you realize this isn't going to work. The first step forward for me was to stop doing what other people told me to. Because, when you have a problem, people seem to know what's best for you. And I listened. And also to stop listening to this voice that I was meeting expectations of everybody. And I clearly remember going to the company coach, and she was telling me something like, "Let's try 4 hours next week. What do you think?" And I'd always followed her advice. I didn't know what else to do, and I was scared they would fire me if I didn't listen. But for the first time I said, no. I really feel I should go home and rest and recover, exercise. And you know what she said? She smiled at me and said, "Good for you, big step forward." Why she had been pushing me all the time, I don't know, maybe company policy. But that's when my real recovery started. I slept many hours a night, often during the day too. I started to exercise and I took time for self-development, soul-searching, the perfectionist in me, the pleaser in me, how to deal with all that. I watched inspiring YouTube clips. But I got into the habit of collecting quotes that inspired me. Because honestly, I felt like a failure. I couldn't do the things I used to do. The way my colleagues looked at me at work, it was terrible. But quotes like these helped me to think, hey, a failure is actually maybe an opportunity. This may be a place where I can make a new start. And also this one, I can be the pessimist and think, why me and why is this happening? But that's not going to make my life any happier. I mean, what makes me smile? I started to use inspiring questions. And one of them was, what lights my fire inside? What would I do if I had no fear? And what's a next step I can take today in the direction of my dreams? Because, you know, many people, I had dreams and they're so far away. They're too far. But a step I can take today, yeah, I can think of some things, and I started. Another thing I did was I made vision boards with all the things I love to have, be, do, create. It gave me a new sense of direction. This is where I want to go to. And I started visualizing myself, being that, doing that. And there was always music in it. It led to one big answer. Do something with music. And there was this inner critic voice. Oh my God, what are you thinking? Who are you to sing or dance? You don't have an amazing voice like Whitney Houston. My parents said, will you have enough money to pay the rent? I mean, artists struggle. But I remember as a child, that's me with headphones on, I was a fan of music. And when I was 6 years old, my father bought this keyboard and I plugged in these earphones and there I was, fantasizing and creating. When I was 12, I started to do Latin and ballroom dancing with my brother and I loved it. Music makes me feel so good. So, I decided to give music a chance. What would I do if I had no fear? But the perfectionist in me wanted to do it perfect. And if you want to do it perfect, you can't start it. And there was this other quote that, coincidentally, I saw at the hairdresser. And it was in a magazine, and it said, just do it and fix it along the way. Just like so many companies have started in their attic with just one computer, I got started. I can't explain you all the steps I took from that point on, but I found a great vocal coach. I didn't return being a trainer. Instead, I found a part-time job, and on the side, I started to develop myself as a singer. Honestly, I was afraid to climb on stage. I was a trainer, I had some experience on stage speaking for people, but singing. I remember every week I prepared 2 songs and I went to this jam cafe. And there I was with sweaty armpits and I climbed on stage, gave the parts to the piano player and I sang 2 songs and then I would come back again. I found great musicians with whom I perform now. And I found a great booking agent too. And I stopped working with her because it didn't feel right. I struggled. I didn't know what to do often. But I got started and I fixed it along the way. Because sometimes, if you really want something and escape the situation you're in, if you're not happy there, Do things that you never done before. And I did. Now, I find myself at beautiful locations again, like this Kurhaus in Scheveningen, where I perform for big gala diners with a duo that I have with an amazing guitar player, and I have a quartet. And I can't explain you what it makes me feel like to make other people happy with the very thing that makes my soul smile. I'm doing it, and I'm struggling. Yeah, it's not a fairy tale, but it makes me happy. Now, I'm not telling you this story and telling you you should all quit your job and follow your big passion. You have your own reality to deal with. But you may not sing, but I strongly believe that there's a song in your heart too. And in case you need to hear it today, I'm here to help you remember. In order to complete this TED Talk, I'll stop talking and start singing. And I'd like to invite Paul to the stage, who will play the piano. The song we will perform is called Lef by the singer Karin Bloemen. I translated it into English, and the title is now Guts. And I love that word because it refers to both, sometimes you need to listen to that gut feeling and also have the guts to do something with it. Small step at a time. Young and smart and good at doing business. At the stock market and bar, they loved him too. Everybody knew this boy will make things happen. Better than the best was never ever good. But more than once he woke up scared and sweaty, saw the nonsense in every standard day. So one day in the spring, he happily quit to begin his travels round the world and sailed away. Every day you have got a choice. Will you listen to your inner voice? Change your life into something you love, doing things that support you. If you've got guts, then it's never too late to realize that this is not your fate. Don't reach for the stars, but let them shine in you. A career she built with future and potential. But one day she thought, I want to dance and sing. She got rid of all her fears, which had kept her small for years. And she felt just like a flower in the spring. Every day you have got a choice. Will you listen to your inner voice? Change your life into something you love, not for someone, but for you. If you've got guts, then it's never too late to realize that this is not your fate. Don't reach for the stars, but let them shine in you. In our mind, we hear voices from our childhood. Don't give up, they say, and always try to be the best you can. Whatever happens, don't you stop. Always reach out for the top until you break and wonder, is this all I am? Every day you have got a choice. Will you listen to your inner voice? Change your life into something you love. To yourself you must be true. If you've got guts, then it's never too late to realize that this is not your fate. Don't reach for the stars, but let them shine in you. Do you really want to push it to the limit? You can't do that all your life. Take that from me. Don't clench your fist, but keep your two hands open.